Start recording. There we go. See, we're live and in colour. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Do a standard intro. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Old Haunts Chats, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I am, of course, Starchild Paul Stanley, alongside as usual the demon Gene Simmons, better known to friends and family as Rick and Gav. So, in a week where I found out that you can't snort Beecham's poodles, and folk are getting after nut about the seeming disappearance of Princess Kate, in the words of the American Nightmare, what do you want to talk about?
Fuck knows,
What's been
I watched a video about that Kate thing, and it was it was showing off all the kind of discrepancies in the photo and stuff. It's quite interesting.
It's photoshopped,
and you see it and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty mad.
Well,
this week, what have I done this week? I can't mind. Do you know what I found out? I may have told you this before, but do you know whales have a wee flap to cover their nipples?
no, I didn't.
Did you know that?
No, I
Right,
didn't.
so a whale's a mammal, so therefore it's a breastfeeding animal.
That's going to
right?
have nips, aye.
And have you ever seen a whale's nip? No, because it's got a wee flap. A
See,
wee
I was
nipple
imagining,
under the
like,
flap.
See the bottom of, like, especially like blue whales and that, right? It's as if it's lines. Get what I mean?
Aye.
I was imagining they just kind
Big straw.
opened a wee bit and then it popped it. Wee bubble.
There's a nip.
They're one,
No,
they're nine.
they've got a wee flap that holds a nip in place. I found it was very interesting. So I did. That's also snakes don't have nipples. Yeah. That's what I found out this week. What did you do this week?
I was ill. Hence the reason this is
Oh, I fucking know.
severely late. Just some mad cold fucking flu thing. Felt like
The
shite.
lurgy. The dreaded lurgy.
The lurgy. That's the long and short of it. Just the lurgy.
Your talking is still hanging for it, man. Just nodding away.
I'm not 100% yet, but I will confirm that you can't snort Beecham's poodles. I was fed
Can't
up.
believe you
It was-
fucking tried.
It was the hot water one. You put it in a cup and fucking fill it with hot water and drink it. And I was like, I wanna. Fucking, oh Jesus, man. Goes to
In
your
the
head.
words of Steven Tyler.
That smells funny.
Is it not like crystals?
Crystal something. Fuck me. Decent
what's-
me done
what-
half
what-
it till it
what
started to make my nose bleed.
What are we talking about this week?
We're talking about this week. I thought we'd talk about the happiest place on earth. Come on, what's
Paisley.
no? Fuck yeah, you've clearly never been to fucking Paisley.
I fucking been to I've been to Paisley. Disney World.
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Disney World.
Disneyland, Disney World,
One is.
Walt Disney World, the thing that Mickey made,
Right.
the House of Mouse.
It's a human trap made by a mouse.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just wasted my next line.
That's whack. I had to get on me.
I seen an article somebody wrote. Is Disneyland the happiest place on earth, or is it just a focal point for a multinational, multi-billion-dollar company that can seemingly do whatever the fuck they want? Because when you look at it,
Sounds like you've got some
Disney
backup material for that.
Disney pretty much do whatever the fuck they want now. In terms of TV, movies, fucking all that shit, there's not much they don't own.
Me.
Is it there's 5 major news networks in America, and Disney owns 3 of them.
Yep.
Although,
Fucking hell.
aye. So,
CNN and Fox and all that.
aye. Right, you've got that. Right, so Disneyland.
okay.
Right, we've got these theme parks.
Right,
and that,
tell me a
and
story.
they are apparently a place of enchantment and magical memories, designed for the top
Sugar.
down, just to fucking make Wayne's adults happy, when in fact it costs an absolute fucking fortune. Now, I've googled this a couple of times, and it's ridiculous what it costs. Right.
Much.
Well, to give you an idea, for one day for me and the wee fella, knowing America, Paris, was one day in a theme park was about £600.
Oh,
So you can get the money.
fuck that.
So it's,
Imagine you've got a fucking 4 weights.
exactly. Imagine going with a squad of
Fuck
weights.
that.
Aye, just us here, but with fast passes, on the three lassies went fucking the Disney princess
Hot dogs.
moment. Fortune. But
Aye, fuck that.
the first thing I had a wee look at is it this magical place, right? So
Right.
what's the other side of it? How dark and creepy can Disneyland be? And the first thing
Well,
that
yes.
come up was like one of the fucking, when I was reading it, I'm going, no, that's not right. You ken there was dead
What is it?
bodies in display at Disneyland. Actual human dead bodies.
Where?
Right. Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Now, for whom that doesn't ken, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride has been at Disneyland since the 60s. It wasn't specially made just for Jack Sparrow. Right. Pirates of the Caribbean ride, if you've not been, obviously, it's a water-based ride. Takes you through kind of animatronics, fucking sing, dance. It's a small world after all, except pirates. Right. Occasionally, on the very, very rare occasions, you get Johnny Depp. He runs about there through makeup, kidding on to be an animatronic.
No, any Mary, doesn't he?
No, I think they've stopped him from doing it, but he used to do it. But
Yeah.
the kind of earlier incarnations of the ride, it is pirates, there's treasure, there's cannons, there's ships, there's skulls and bones. Now, the skulls and bones were actual human skulls and bones.
Really?
Right. Walt Disney didn't
Who's weirdly?
Walt Disney didn't like the fake ones, right? He said they looked shit. They looked fake. So he got in touch with a medical centre at UCLA and passed about a couple of brown envelopes, and were repeatedly delivered human bones and leftovers for the medical
fucking
department.
hell.
Right? Disney obviously said, no, this isn't true, right? This is the present day ride. All these, the exact words were, there's no longer human remains on the ride. So at some point,
It's stupid that they have to. That there has been fucking something there at one point. Aye.
somebody said the one that has never been changed. There's a part of the ride where there's like a bed. Right, set up in the bed, and the big keyboard of the bed's got a skull. That skull's been there since the 60s. It's never ever been changed. That is somebody's head.
Somebody's
So
skeleton.
all these
My
viewings
cat's
are,
licked his
oh, look,
balls.
they're Jack Sparrow. Oh, look at the pirates. Oh, look, that's cool. Look, it's somebody's skull. Somebody's family member is
Do you think it was
permanently fucking plastered.
Oh, fuck. Do you think it could be someone that died in the park?
Ah, you're good at these tie-ins, by the way.
Am I getting there? What's that?
Bit of paper. Dunno. I've got it in my hand.
I thought you were having a spliff. What
Aye.
that fuck?
I'm gonna make this. Make
Yeah,
this a
that's
lot
the man I know.
cammed. So, I'm glad you actually bring that up, right? Because my next kind of bit that fucking obviously you type in or fucking who's died at Disneyland. Disneyland went through a period from 1997 to 2003. It was dubbed by insiders as Disneyland Dark Ages. Right.
Why?
So, there's a gentleman by the name of Paul Pressler, who was the president of Disneyland at the time, right? He was kind of tasked running day-to-day running of the park. Everything that needs to be sorted, he used to do it. He decided to save the park some money by changing the scheduled maintenance of the rides from no every day to when it breaks down, we'll fix it. This didn't end well for Disney.
Oh, fucking bad, didn't they?
I'll give you two of the best ones. So I say best, and
Right.
I mean the juiciest ones, right? September 2000, a 4-year-old wee boy cried Brandon Zucker was in the Roger Rabbit cartoon spin ride. Right, so it's basically it's sitting the wee boy on the fucking burrow shit right about.
Burrows round like waltzes or something.
Aye, basically kind of slower. Because it hadn't been maintained properly, because of this is Disney just trying to make as much money as they can. The wee boy's harness failed. He fell out and got caught beneath the car.
Oh.
Run and run and run and run. Internal injuries, cardiac arrest, serious brain damage. Survived it. Eventually. Right, employee rules at Disney state that they cannot directly call 911. Right?
Why?
This has been brought up by various members, staff and that, right? You see. Night, Paul. Sorry, felt like eating brewing. Right, so
I'm letting these bum.
Disney employees are not allowed to directly phone 911. They need to phone part services. Right? So basically part services is like it's a big fucking screen where they watch everything that goes on in the park, and they do it so they can control where the ambulances are and who sees ambulances getting in at the park.
Right. This is the dodgy bit where they're controlling what guests see.
What they see. I'll get into that a wee bit more further down, right? So same.
Right.
This wee boy was.
So wee Brandon, did he survive? He survived.
Wee Brandon did survive. He was very, very badly hurt, and
did he fucking sue them?
He survived for 9 years before these injuries actually killed him. The wee boy lived in fucking medical units and centres for 9 years, which of course Disney paid for.
I fucking bet they would.
With a lovely piece of paper with 3 letters at the top of it. Here, sign this, and we'll
pay for it.
Pay for everything. When the wee boy died, the family sued the Disney company to the tune of the reckon it was in the region of about 30 million. Out of court.
Tell me they got it.
They did get it out of court so Disney could hide this for, obviously, it's usually a 15 year for the NDAs. So Disney don't want them going to court. They don't want the bad rep. So they paid this out of court. £30 million. Sorry about your weighing there. £30 million. Make an iron.
Buy an iron.
Hell.
Right. So that was. What was the other game?
The other big game was 3 years later. This was I think this was the kind of tipping point for this kind of period of let's not do the maintenance right.
Boy, you get these books, man.
A 22-year-old guy by the name of Marcelo Torres was in Thunder Mountain. Right, it's a ride again. Hasn't been due to cost cutting, but your man Pressler, it hasn't been getting its proper maintenance, right? So he came at Thunder Mountain as a train. Aye. He's sitting in that. One of the carriages came loose in the track behind him, went airborne, and landed in the one that he was on.
Oh, he's odded.
Crushed him to death. Apparently, he fucking just mashed his head into what was in front of him. So you imagine, you're sitting at the front of the train, the bit at the back come loose, and went like that.
And fucking leapfrogged.
Some Dukes of Hazzard shit.
Squished you.
Boch, landed and tap him. Here's the worst one. This malfunction had been heard and reported 30 minutes before the accident. But they ran the ride another 12 runs before the 13th run. Unlucky for some. It broke loose and landed in this boy's head.
So they knew about it and they just didn't fix
They
it.
knew about it, but because it had actually broken down, they were saving their souls money, apparently. Killed
That's
that boy.
So fucking turned them into a pancake.
Again, this wasn't settled in court. Disney paid that boy's family an undisclosed amount that never ever come out what Disney paid that boy's family, but rumours were it was in the region of 30 to 50 million. So
that's their kind of ballpark, isn't it?
in a 6-year period of him trying to cut costs, this is only 2. There was quite a few, right? Nothing is fucking extreme. These are probably 2 of the most extreme. It cost Disney company in the region of what, 30, say 50, but £80 million.
Aye.
Again, they
That's
just
fucking
trying
wild. How many cunts died in that time?
Disney regularly boasts that nobody's ever died at Disneyland. Right, this is
That's bullshit again.
That's bullshit, right? Because a law firm
Aye.
basically come out and they had a wee kind of court action against Disney, and they come out with a list of incidents happened at the California one. The total number of deaths was 26. Right, so this includes.
It's not a lot.
This includes accidents and a number of suicides, which you'll never ever hear about at Disneyland. The only reason this was brought up was because this law firm was basically digging into Disney.
Aye.
Right, so this has been folk that's taking headers off, like standing watching, look at this roller coaster, the ends that come underneath you, and he's went, fuck it, right, here we go.
Aye.
All of these were financially covered up by the Walt Disney Company. So it was there weren't big news things. Well, like I said, Disney owns fucking 3 out of 5 news. So
and how many newspapers do they own and whatever?
Basically, I think America, if you own so many of the news companies, you fucking own everything.
Aye, pretty much.
So
aye. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Aye, that's what it is. You can't have that amount of footfall. People, there must be millions of people go to Disney every year. There's millions, every single different one of them.
There's millions and millions of folk getting out the gates all the time, right?
Aye.
But there's obviously
26 people just dying.
Aye, that's within a certain period. That's no since the park opened. That's since a certain period.
I would say over the course of all the parks, you're probably looking at in a single day, 26 people will die, and that's in the Japan, the Paris, the Florida, the California, and whatever.
But you
know what I mean? Like 26.
The same. There's accidents. No. There's regular accidents, and it's never reported.
Suicide.
It's covered up.
Fucking.
So
weird.
They make a great fucking job of covering up all the shit that happens in their parts, because it's a wholesome magical place. Now, I mentioned this at the end of the last episode. Right, this is pretty much what put me on this.
The mascots,
Disney employees, right, especially the characters, the suits, the cast members are cried, right, in the suits are not to sit down when they're on shift. Right, they must remain standing, active while in the presence of park guests. They can sit down, lie down to get photos taken, or interact with wains, or you've seen folk take their dogs and play toes down, playing with the dogs and everything like that, right? If somebody in the suit, an employee in the suit takes ill, they must remove themselves to one of the off-limits areas. If some tragic happens in the suit, if somebody takes really no real D's in the suit, they side with somebody with them, they sit them down, sit them on a bench, but they are not allowed to phone medical assistance, and they must still entertain guests while they're there. So this cunt can be dead.
How'd you do that when you're fucking dead?
Well, they don't talk anyway. They're not allowed to talk. If you've got a mask on, you're not allowed to talk because you can't do the voice. If you are a face cast member, like what do you think who we've got here? The princesses, basically. Gaston, Maleficent, they're all face acting.
Aye.
They need to talk to the cast because they've not got the suit. If you're in that
Yep.
suit, you snuff it. Somebody will sit you down. They'll sit next to you. Right, do you want to come get a picture taken with Goofy? Go away. Picture with Goofy. Picture with Goofy. Look at this. Once picture with Goofy. Oh, Goofy's head slumped to the side. Push that back up, right? And he's come,
It's the smell coming for Goofy.
Can of Lynx doing them, just fucking every now and again.
Fucking,
So they can't move them
it's a fucking.
unless
Do they just sit there and just fucking?
till the park shuts. Right.
That's fucking grim, innit? What if you wanted to sit in that bench?
Hey, fuck off, Goofy. Give me a
There's a
seat.
dead body.
Give me a seat. You have to sit next to Goofy.
Beat it.
That the accompanying cast member or whoever's with him will right, aye, and you come, you can sit there, you can sit. So no one to move them. They've got special codes. Be quick ready, and it's just Goofy's fucking
Deed.
I don't know what to say that.
Pun breed.
Horse code.
Aye.
Goofy's 1019. Oh fucking Christ, man! And they'll have the medical
What happens
staff and standby as soon as that part shuts the bin.
What happens if you're thrown up in the suit?
It's to get in the suit.
Right, you imagine I'm sitting in this, right, I'm Goofy, right, I'm a goofy fucker, right, and I'm sitting in this suit, and I've had a dodgy curry, right, for my lunch at the Disney canteen, right, and then they sit you down, and then all of a sudden, fucking spew keeps flying out all the orifices in the mask.
You have to keep going as best you can and get yourself to an off-limits area. So basically, imagine Goofy's big nose is just full with spew. It'll start just dripping out the nose. Oh, Goofy's got a cold. He needs to go. And somebody ushers you away with a trail of shite behind you because you're spewing and shiting at the same time.
Shat your pants. Aye. And then there's a wee person with a wee mop.
Wee boy goes round. There's some shite there. That's another thing you don't see in Disneyland. Shite and rubbish.
Dog shite.
Shite and rubbish lying about. You're getting for you.
Why?
So I talked about cast members, right? Disney employee, cast members is the official title, right? See if they say to you, see if you've been talking to one of the princesses and that, and they turn around and say, have a magical day as you walk away. It's a code for basically they think you're a dick. Or you've been acting like a dick. They can say
really?
They can say goodbye and everything. If they think you've been a dick or been obnoxious to them, it's just, oh, have a magical day. So if anybody watches this and they think back, just I think about it a wee of a magical day. She's basically thought you'd been a dick.
I'm going to ask folk. I kept meaning to go and search like people's social medias to see if I could see any cast members sitting down, but I didn't do it. I forgot.
Didn't even Goofy. Why is he sitting on a bench? Right, just while I'm
found Goofy.
Still in the cast members, right? The cast members are
Right.
given a big, massive list of rules, things they can and can't do. One of the main ones, one of the top ones is, especially your face characters, right? Like the ones you can speak to, talk to, and all that. They can't break character, regardless of what you do.
What if you shoot them?
Obviously, you're not going to get a fucking gun in because the security is ridiculous. Right?
Well, Banksy managed to get a fucking.
There's numerous
right
reports, right? Mostly female, obviously. The princesses, like Tinkerbell, Little Mermaid, have reported loads of inappropriate sexual behaviour. Right? So it's basically one of the ends I read was a former Tinkerbell performer, right? So the lass who dressed up as Tinkerbell had numerous encounters of folk asking her what she wears under the wee dress. Because obviously Tinkerbell, blonde-headed, wee tiny green dress, right?
Wee fucking.
So she discovered the best way to deal with it was staying in character. She would just basically, let's say out loud, what, you want to know what's under my dress? Why, it's pixie dust, of course. And give folk fucking rednecks, so they walk away for.
Aye.
Just
That's
like the amount
shaming them.
People that's asked if let's try to feel her up, asked her what she's wearing below her dress and all that shit. She says it's ridiculous for a family theme park. It's folk with wains.
That's
It's like
fucking
guys
creepy.
with their wains and everything. Oh, let's get a picture of me.
And they're
With
trying to
Tinkerbell. He's trying to slip the
Tinkerbell.
He's trying to slip the horn. Try to
That's
play with
minging, man.
Tinkerbell.
try to tickle her bell.
Right.
That's fucking horrible. Like,
It's ridiculous
You've got to think to yourself,
what the
if
lassies
they-
need to deal with.
have you watched Peter Pan and got silently aroused by Tinkerbell? I mean, that's fucking weird. It's a cartoon.
There is a whole subsection in Reddit
Of Disney stuff.
about Disney as Disney porn. Rule 23?
Or if there's
32.
porn,
Rule
if
32.
you can think
If you
it.
can imagine there's
Rule
porn in it.
32. Aye. So what other rules have they got?
Right, so it's just basically that is their main one, right? That's one of the main ones.
Stay in character.
They need to be nice to everybody, regardless of what these folk do to them. You could
I don't think I
argue,
could do that, Joe.
argue with an employee, a cast member, punch them in the face, and they need to be nice to you until security come to remove you. They are paid
Have a magical day.
to have a magical day. Here's my security force. I'll go into security force in a wee bit because they are hang me. One thing that has been leaked by a number of these cast members about Disneyland, this is the California one especially, they said this was really bad. They stated
Right.
that vast majority of busy areas, right? So you can imagine the heavy traffic areas all throughout the park are covered in human ashes. Because
The people.
folk bring dead relatives' ashes to the park, spread them about the park
And sprinkle them.
as a resting place. The rating is fucking covered. Because obviously they'll scatter them in a wee bit, wind will blow, or carry it over. The rating, there's bits of Disneyland that's absolutely covered in dead folks' ashes.
That's fucking weird. Imagine you're just sitting there and you go,
You take a drink or something. Something stuck to my face.
Ken, we're in California, it's awful dusty, but innit, man?
Anti-gene's been spread about just 10 years away from you.
How you like that? Aye, fucking.
You will
That's fucking
regularly
weird,
see
man.
folk going about with a brush and shovel.
Urns.
Brush and shovel, just kind of sweeping up wee bits. And this is the vast majority is stew and dirt that's kicking about. A good majority
ashes.
is ashes. Because the amount of folk
Right,
that bring...
hold on a minute here. Hold on a minute here. I'm going to make a public service announcement. Go over to our Patreon and give us money so we can go and see this.
Aye.
We'll film it and we'll laugh and we'll
film it,
snort the
yeah.
ashes and all this kind of stuff, right? Just make it happen, right? And you do the wee fucking on the link thing.
We'll
right?
do a live stream. A Gav
Do a
licking-
live stream for
licking
Disney.
somebody's ashes. That's too far. Anyway.
It's
Oh dear. Now, the one thing that was brought in that kind of came to my head when I was reading this, right, and it has been brought up by numbers, ghost sightings within Disneyland. Between the amount of ashes that's spread about and the amount of
The amount of people that haven't died there.
the amount of people that haven't died, they reckon there's quite a good amount, quite a good number of eerie kind of goings on, reported by basically folk. Like Disneyland doesn't really shut. Right, so it's just
Is it open all the time?
It goes so far. You get your night parade, and then they kind of kick everybody out to try and kind of red up
Reset.
before they go again in the morning. But I reckon there's been lots and lots of reports of creepy things moving, folk
Ghosts and shit.
seeing shit, folk walking about when there shouldn't be folk there.
But it's Disney, so you don't know whether it's fake.
Aye, well, look, they're the Marley brothers. Fucking ghosts everywhere. Oh, right.
Right, okay, so the ghosts. I'm sure there probably will be ghosts. Apparently there's ghosts everywhere. right?
If
But
you believe in such a thing, apparently Disneyland's quite
if
a
you
good
believe
place
in
to
such
go
a
and
thing,
see them.
well, right. Once again, send us that cash dollar. We'll go ghost hunting.
There was
Okay, right.
there was a
What else?
story that came up just before I got off this topic of fucking staff and covering up folk Dean. A former staff member at Disneyland was told, or claimed she was told once, along with a couple of staff members, to drag a guest who'd taken no wheel at the entrance waiting to get in, to physically drag them away from the front gates, away from the park, to a more discreet area before calling emergency services to come treat them. So the 911 call wouldn't be registered as in Disneyland.
Disney property.
It was outside of
That's
Disneyland. It wouldn't be registered
mad.
inside it. There is various a variety of reports that have been registered saying that guests have been taken no wheel or hurt themselves. They've been asked to leave or been escorted to a more secluded private area before medical staff will come see them, so nobody can see it happening.
That's the bit I find very creepy. The whole changing the perception for the guests. Someone's sitting there and they're shat their pants or something, or they've got the trots and they're throwing up. The Disney police will take you away so that it doesn't impact their reputation.
Do you want to come with us?
That's
We'll
what
take you somewhere, more private out of the way, and folks are like, aye, right, aye, okay. And it's fuck all to do with the fact that you're no wheel, when they'll take you out the road, so it's not as busy.
It's to do with their
So
reputation.
nobody else can see me,
And what the other guests see.
you shiting your pants and spewing up in my park. Move. So apparently there's these secretive and secluded areas all over the park, right? So
Right.
there's one
Go on.
There's one area of Disneyland that is secretive. Obviously, my second most secretive area, I think we've mentioned this before, is Club 33. That's
Aye,
one.
the lodge.
Right. Club
Aye.
33, right, on the Snow Watch, we've spoke about this before, right? It's a kind of private club within the grounds of Disneyland, right? It's for the rich and elite that would frequent the park. And basically, it kind of leaked about Club 33 and this fucking secret club and everything, right? So Disney put a front on it and basically made a restaurant, everything, and then had the club behind the restaurant. Right, so you've got this big fancy restaurant, and folk going, "Oh, I've been in Club 33." And it's fuck all. It's just a restaurant. There's the front for it.
Aye.
Right,
That's like a Prime Minister went in there.
I did some digging about it and how much it actually costs to a
Right.
membership for it. It's fucking right. Membership for it costs you initial 25 grand.
Right.
It's between 25 and 50 grand, depending who you are. Depending how famous you are.
Depending on who you are,
Depending who you are.
how much of a prick you are.
Depending how famous you are, how much poo you've got, right? So it's between
Yeah.
25 and 50 grand up front, initially, and then it's an extra 12 to 25 grand a year to keep your membership up. Right. So this
That's a lot.
isn't the restaurant. This isn't the club. Oh, I've been
No.
to Club 33, so it's a secret. No, this is behind the restaurant. The restaurant's a front for it,
This is
right?
this is the real club.
Aye.
Right.
But allegedly
Fuck that.
it was
I
named
can't
Club.
afford that.
Allegedly, right? It was named Club 33 because Walt Disney was apparently a 33rd degree Freemason.
I've heard that before. That it's the 33rd lodge. It's lodge number 33 because all the Masonic lodges have numbers.
Right. So apparently,
And that's
Walt Disney was
the
into
one.
a few things. We'll have a wee blur about that later on. Right. So Club 33's arguably that'll be your most secretive bit. The first
What do you
bit,
mean? There's one more secretive than Club 33?
the tunnel system below the entire park. Right. Everybody knows about the tunnel system.
Right, I've heard a wee bit about this.
Right. There's a tunnel system that runs below the entirety of Disneyland, right? It's how your characters get from A to B. It's where they keep all the stock stuff, right? It's just basically it's just for staff members, right? It was, I think, 1971. They built this in Orlando.
Uh-huh.
Right, it's just like I said, it's to let the cast members go from one bit to another, because it was annoying folk that, like, see how Disneyland's get like a space bit and then a cowboy bit.
Yeah.
For your space staff or cast members, they would need to walk through the cowboy bit
Through the cowboy
to
bit.
get to like change rooms and all that shit.
The space bit.
So
Aye.
they decided, fuck it on the ground.
Then we can travel about secretly.
Right. Right. So these tunnels
Right.
are supposed to hold, amongst other things, right? You've got your nerve centre, park control. Right. So it's big screens, cameras everywhere. I can imagine it would be like, see, one of the newer Jurassic Parks. Bryce Dallas Howard's got the Bob thing, and she's got the big control room where she watches everything that's going on Jurassic Park. I can imagine it'd be like that. Rows of folk desks. We've got somebody spewing in sector fucking, and they send a team out. I can imagine it. Like that.
I was thinking it would be like one of the casino things, like, you know how like fucking Ocean's
Aye.
12 or what is it? You know,
Constantly keeping an eye on fucking everything that's going on.
Aye.
So that's said to be down there. They've got a security hub,
Right.
which is basically where the park.
Is this Disney jail?
Aye.
Disney
Disneyland
jail.
has its own jail. If you're a bad boy and get lifted by Disney security, they have their own jail until you can be removed from the park with the actual police, without anyone seeing you. So you get fucked down into the tunnels.
Weirdos, man.
Right, so there's a proper prison. Well, not prison, but balls jail, and you get
Aye.
And I say
Disney jail. It is a morgue and all.
so they've got that. They've obviously all your staff locker
Right.
rooms and everything's down there. Cafeterias. There's eateries. They reckon if you go to Orlando and get into Gaston's pub, which is obviously a pub attraction set up for Gaston for Beauty and the Beast, you're directly above a Subway restaurant.
Really?
Well, a Subway train is directly below
for
it.
the staff?
Aye. Staff have got everything down there. They've got their restaurants, they've got their lockers, costume department, with all the suits. They reckon there was, at one point, there was like 1 million costumes
Fucking hell.
below
That's wild.
in these tunnels. They've got their own hairdressers. Now, I fucking meant to write down the name of it because it was fucking something mental. I'll dig that in up and I'll put it on the screen. Well, I'm fucking editing this later on. Hairdressers, break rooms. They've got the kitchens down there that supply the full park. Right, so what you get out of the stalls is basically shot up into the thing from kitchens that are
Fucking
underneath.
comes up through the fucking drains. Right.
Imagine doing a
fucking
12-hour shift in a kitchen underground.
In Florida.
And it's all
Yeah,
aircon.
I mean,
that was when I expect
it must
all
be.
the power, all the
must
water,
be.
all the aircon, all runs underneath the ground. But what some staff have
creepy,
also
man.
mentioned is the smell, because Disneyland's
Smell it sick.
garbage disposal is in the tunnels. Right, there's certain parts of Disneyland, right, you don't regularly see folk emptying bins. Because the bins get emptied from below. Just into the garbage disposal. But they reckon the smell in some bits of the tunnels is fucking ridiculous because of the amount of
Because of the bins.
shite and bins. It's all just
I mean, it's a clever idea, isn't it?
it's prime Disney. You're hiding the bad stuff.
Aye.
You're hiding the shite to make this place wonderful and great. Right, so
It's
everything's
fucking
underground.
wild.
Something else that's under the ground, and when I was reading about this, I thought this is fucking mental, but it's good.
What?
The piping, there's piping as well as water, as well as the electricity. The piping runs under the ground for sanitisers. I think I've said that right, sanitisers. Right, these are spread throughout the park. They look like wee speakers. a wee box speaker,
Uh-huh.
but they spray out scents throughout the park. Right? Most commonly used
Right.
one's the vanilla scent, right? Because it said it calms folk down and it makes them hungry. So you're
Now,
getting this sprayed
I
at you
found
just
something-
before you get to a couple of stalls.
Food bit. So, you know how the Costa machines that are in shops?
Mm-hmm.
You know the kind of vending machine version of the Costa coffee machines?
Uh-huh.
Do you know that they fucking spit scents out the tap?
Somebody tell me that.
I went into the wee
You get
shop.
the smell
round the
of,
clo- I
smell
went
of
in-
fresh coffee at the tapping, but it's not actually coffee.
Correct. It's a wee pod that smells. So that is fucking weird. Now, if you think about it in a weird way, it could poison all the people in that park with gas.
Aye. See, you've got the same
Or-
fucking sick mindset as me, because I actually thought that day with some kind of nerve agent.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's some
I've got-
sort of kind of.
So, what, you
Turn them
fart
into
spray
zombies or
through it and
something.
everybody just fucking gives a bit bolting on it.
Aye, like a stink bomb. I mean,
But this is designed
that's
so
sneaky as fuck, innit?
smell goes out, you got a good laugh day. They look at anything through it. Fresh donuts,
Aye.
boof, smell. Just as you're coming up to a donut still. It's not a donut, you smell.
It's fucking-
It's some mad fucking chemicals that they're spraying at you. Just and
Because
then
the
you
donuts
go,
come up through the ground.
give me donuts, give me donuts, give me donuts
What?
at 20
Oh, I was
quid
thinking
a,
about a donut.
20 quid a bag. Now, feeding yourself in
donuts, fuck 'em.
Disneyland is apparently just as much a joke as the tickets to get in.
Aye.
I've watched a couple of videos of guys. The usual, how much does it cost for the day in Disneyland? 600 quid to get in for your tickets, and then they were in the region of $200 it'll be for food. So you're nearly $1,000
Day.
a day. That brings me nicely
Fuck that.
into what else is doing in that tunnel system. Right.
What?
The money.
Thanks.
The
No,
money,
yeah, though.
the money for the park is sent down it to a vault, a very heavily armoured, basically a big vault, like your casino, like you mentioned earlier on. Right?
Aye.
Obviously, the whole point of Disneyland is now the happiness and joy of the guests. It's the almighty dollar.
It's cash money.
Right? Disneyland have their own
That's right.
armoured money trucks that run in and out. Obviously, again, out of sight of guests, because they've got an entrance
course.
way into these tunnels. Right, so take this away. Much do you think they make
Disney.
a day?
Please. From one site alone,
Profit a day?
I'm going 5 million.
Close. 4.5. Profit.
That is pretty close.
Right, this is after
Profit.
they've paid roughly about 6,000 staff. Right? And you're talking in the region of $1 million a day. Right? And this is the end in California. California one pays taxes to Anaheim County to roughly the tune of $340,000 a day in tax. And they
Fucking
still
hell.
make 4.5 million.
It's just a money making fucking
Ah, it's a-
license to print money in.
Surely you would think all that money, you'd have plenty of money if you wanted to say, I don't know, keep somebody frozen in cryostatus in the tunnels.
Steven Tyler.
Oh, we'll get to him. Obviously, the beloved creator of Disneyland. Oh. Our beloved creator of Disneyland, Mr. Disney himself.
Mr.
Right?
Walt
Obviously,
Disney the
there's
Nazi.
rumours about Walt Disney's demise or lack of it, if you believe. The official line, obviously, for the Walt Disney Corporation is that Walt's death certificate said he died of lung cancer. Right. And he was
Right.
cremated, and his ashes.
Probably sniffing donut smells.
His ashes aren't scattered about the park like everybody else. They're in there's a family mausoleum at Forest Lawn. Right. If anybody's watched Bohemian Grove, right, they think that Walt's actually alive and well. They thought out running about the woods at Bohemian Grove.
That's what we think.
With Steven Tyler, right?
With Steven Tyler.
Walt Disney was actually confirmed to visit it and been a member of the Bohemian Club.
Aye.
We've talked about this before. The rich and powerful were all
Yep.
a member of this Bohemian Grove, which actually, I sent you this the other day, didn't I? Somebody's actually trying to kind of blow the whistle on them. And that some
heard
of the
about this.
dodgy
Is it the
I sent you something about
boxer?
it. The boxer boy.
Was it the boxer guy?
He's
Aye.
trying to he's trying to kind
He's
of
trying
blow
to
the
tell us
whistle on
about-
them because they're all creepy nonsense, I think.
Child. Aye, something like that, pedos and things.
Mhm.
Is he dead? Did he die, the boxer? I don't know.
No, yeah, he's not.
He's still alive.
That's
No, yeah,
that's
fucking-
another episode. We'll get to that. Obviously,
Here
right.
come the fucking Disney police.
Aye, Walt Disney, beloved creator, founder of Disney, right? Everybody kens him as that. The conspiracy theory is that Walt's frozen. He's a giant fucking lolly.
Yep.
The attempt to stave off
a
this cancer that killed him, right? So the cryogenic chamber is said to be in one of these tunnels, because there's parts of these tunnels that even the Disney employees don't have access to. So there's bits.
Well, that's
there's
understandable.
9 acres of tunnel is below Orlando.
But you'd think that...
9 acres of tunnel, that's a lot. And there's some bits that
Did they not have like a headquarters somewhere instead of just hiding everything under the ground? I mean, have they not got like an office space?
Aye, but you're not going to put it in an office space. Disney make money by making things seem nice and amazing.
No, I don't.
And
I don't.
hide all their
What I
bad
mean is
shit.
like off site.
Aye,
As an office.
they could put it somewhere else. But the kind of rumour is that Walt Disney obviously, this is his creation, he loved it. He wanted to be here.
So he's underneath
He
it. Aye.
the rumour goes that he is underneath it, frozen until such times as they can revive him and treat. If
you
it
ken
is
it'd be really
cancer,
interesting?
or
See if you got one of the cadaver dogs and let it loose in Disney and followed it.
Disneyland's get their own
Again, how
dogs. A whole squad of them.
What?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Drug dogs. If the dog sniffs on you, you will be escorted to one of these private areas and
Pumped.
yeah, pretty much. I think they just let the dog on you.
Oh well, maybe not. Right, so he's under the ground,
Aye.
frozen.
Right, here the
And there's tunnels
here
that
the
you
end for
can't
you,
get
right?
into. Right.
Disney were so fed up with folk looking up about Walt Disney being frozen, cryogenically frozen.
Uh-huh.
They released a movie about it. Elsa,
Frozen.
Elsa, Olaf, and everything. What do you think would
Uh-huh.
happen if you typed in Disney Frozen in a search engine? What
The
would you
movie.
get? As opposed
The
to
movie.
Walt Disney as a popsicle.
Walt Frozen.
Right. You would think they
That's
want
clever, that.
Here's even better. You'd think they'd actually want to just for you to just let it go.
Fuck off.
Well, think about it.
Folk don't know that's the name of the main song. And
If you
Frozen.
don't know that that's the main fucking song, where have you been? Frozen,
Aye.
Frozen Pops Global. Apparently, that's why that tune was named that. As a fuck you, stop searching
Shut
for
up.
it.
Let it go.
Just let it go. And it was called Frozen.
I know.
Disney's Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes up in the search engine as opposed to Walt Disney Frozen.
Instead of
I've been a frozen snower.
biogenically frozen. Right, that's fucking weird. I'm going to sneeze.
Right. I also came across some of these were fucking shite. A video appeared online, right, that
Right.
showed a guest, apparently he's an ex-employee, who got
Right.
lost walking around under the ground. Came across an area, a kind of carpeted area as opposed to like your concrete tunnels, right?
Uh-huh.
And they asked a couple of folk, smartly dressed folk, with the ties and the suit jackets and that on, how do you get out of here? The folk that he asked were that shocked. They were like, are you a guest? He's like, aye, I was looking for the toilet and I get turned around. Oh, right, we'll get someone to help you out. We'll get the proper person. Now that's word for word. We'll get the proper person to escort you from here. So this boy's had a
Right.
camera on him, right? So he's new. He's been doing. He's been doing for So while he's waiting, this proper person who it is, right? He's away having a wee, trying to get a nosy in rooms and everything. That gets out a bit where it's like a big window, pulls back the corner. It's inside a ride, a shut down ride. He opens the curtains and it's like a ride that's just no function.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this? What's this place? Like, oh, come on, we'll get you. And somebody comes and just kind of leads him towards an elevator. He's like, what's that down there? No, come with me. Let's go, we need to get you. And it was quickly removed, as quick as it could, by the proper person. The camera cuts
Who
off.
is the proper person?
That's what I mean. Why he came across these two folk? Why didn't they just say, "Oh, there's elevators there, just straight up"? No, I'll need to get a proper person to escort you for this.
Why can
So
they
he's
two?
showing you.
One of they two.
That's what I mean.
Take him away.
He's panning round, and it's
Do
basically.
they have to stay there?
He's you ever seen the game The Backrooms? No, right. Basically, it's the idea of the Backrooms is it's like just a maze of bland yellow walls, what fucking corridors after corridor, and the whole idea of the Backrooms is someone's fucking chasing you, right? But that's what it looked like. It was just corridors and all this, and there was only ever you seen the two folk that they initially approached, and then this other person that came and escorted them out. 3 folk, and all this.
That was it.
And she wouldn't answer that. They wouldn't answer nothing. Just right, no, come on, I'll get you out. I'll show you where he's going. I'll show you where he's going. So
It's kind of dodgy, innit?
stories have kicked about that there's areas of these tunnels that's no accessible. Right. One of the other ones I came across, which is a wee bit fucking darker, right? A young lassie, and I went to the bathroom in Disneyland. Right, apparently she'd been in the stall. Ma had heard some kind of scuffle, so Ma had came for her stall into check the wee lassie. Just as the flare shut, and basically the flare shut and sat up like that, and the tiles looked like they had been moved. The wee lassie wasn't in the stall. The Ma went mental, out screaming. There's somebody's taken my lassie into the flare. Staff are in. No, there's nothing in the flare. There's nothing. So the way she described it is as if the floor in the cubicle had sunk, moved to the side. She walked in just as the floor went back and come up the way, and seen down into this tunnel. A wee lassie was there.
And what happened with that? Has the wee lassie been found, or
the mother? She was
80 million.
She went down into absolute hysterics. She was basically, she wasn't loved it, but she was very quickly escorted by security somewhere private. See, at this
secret place.
At this time, right? You've probably seen this. At the same time as this, there was a fella started running about the park, no wearing much, climbing out on the rides and everything. Yeah, you seen this? No,
No, I never heard of that.
That's appeared in the news, right? This boy's like, this like Small World ride, I think it was. He's doing his boxers, climbing out all the rides and everything, swimming through the water. Right, so the news picked up that and ran a story about this boy running about. There wasn't nothing about the wee lassie.
So it's the same time.
So, has this fella been sent? Is this fella a Disney employee? Go and create some havoc.
Absolutely.
We need to take the focus off this woman who's screaming and getting off the fucking head that somebody's taking a wee lassie down into a tunnel underneath the toilet.
Was the guy bollock naked?
No. Well, what I seen,
It's a plant.
It was boxers.
It's a plant.
The thing was,
boxers.
He'd walked up to the ride, stripped off, and left his clothes sitting at the side of it before climbing the ladder to tap it. It wasn't doing any damage or nothing. It wasn't doing. It wasn't
if it's
screaming.
A streaker, he would be not naked.
It wasn't screaming and going after.
So it's a plant.
Fucking. He just went up and he started climbing about and everything. And oh look, fuck, what's that guy doing? the news came, oh, there's somebody running about Disneyland, apparently dazed and confused, almost nude. Nothing in the news about this wee lassie.
Has nothing's happened about this wee lassie ever?
Nothing
She's gone.
since has been said. No, the mayor's not saying nothing. There's no.
That's fine.
He had £30 million.
That's fucking strange.
We'll get an iron. But
That's
it's
fucking
no
weird,
the,
isn't it?
it's no the only time that there's been reports say like using the bathroom is at Disneyland. Like, there's been a hole in the tile behind the toilet pan, and you can look down into it, and it's no like into the wall. It's down into
tunnels.
A walkway and into the tunnels. But folk freaking out. Like,
You can just look down.
but folks been freaking out in case it's been going the other way. Somebody's been perving. Because it's like people, look at this, like fucking, and you can see down, and it's not even dark inside. It's lit up in like a couple of videos, and you can see in, and it's the same kind of fucking generic yellow laws as the rest of this tunnel.
I pushed in that hole.
I'd pushed in it too.
I mean, any person
with
with a coke, you just be like that. Fuck it, peeing in these cunts, man. You just hear somebody going skate. You slipped in my pish.
Fucking goofy shouting and swearing because he's just sliding somebody's shite.
Just a fucking streak of pish. Right, that's fucking weird.
I could do weirder than that if you want.
What did they do? Right, come on.
Right. Yeah. Discovery Island. Right, was a part of the Orlando Park. Right, it's in the middle of Orlando Park's got lakes in it. Right, so it opened in 1974. It was originally called Treasure Island. It had a zoo in it and some stalls and all that shit.
Right.
I thought trying up because of no wheel. It was shut down in 1999 for no reason. There wasn't any official reason. They just the usual piss. It was the tickets weren't selling well and everything, right? So the island's still there.
Yeah.
All the original structures are still there, right? So it was alleged it's no selling well. The maintenance costs for it, and we've just opened this new animal kingdom. Go and see Happiest. Right. So this island's still there. So if it's just some abandoned island, just it's like a wee island in the middle of the park, why does it have its own security force? This island has its own
to guard the island.
Its own security force and a quick response alert to local police. Right?
Because people try to break into it because they think it's empty.
A guy broke into the park after hours, right? Swam the lake, right? Which is no small feat because the lake's actually it's got crocodiles in it. Aye. His plan was just to spend some time on the island, have a wee nosy. He basically get there long enough to have a pish, part security surrounded the island, local police surrounded the island, and they started a manhunt for him on this island. It's not a big island. Right, it's big enough.
But
you got a zoo.
Is it that way that the Americans are obsessed with trespassing? Do you know what I mean? Like, is that the problem here, or is there something else there?
I want to kind of serious it go, right?
How?
Basically, he went there, right? He got off the island, swam back to shore, phoned his bird, who was his bird was waiting for him outside.
Right.
Right. She says, "I've been detained by the park security and the police, and she will be charged if the guy didn't turn his cell in."
What are they going to charge him with? Her with? What's it?
He needed to turn his cell in, or they were going to charge her with something. Right? They take him in and question him, and released him without charge. Now, if it was about trespassing, they would deal with a trespassing charge. So they've actually asked him. They've went in and asked him, "What have you seen? What have you seen in there?"
Sign this.
Sign this. He's been banned for all Disney parks for the rest of his life. So what the fuck are they hiding on? What are they hiding on that when they've panicked that quickly? That boy basically is There's a video you can go and search this. He's landed on it and he went,
I'm gonna.
I'm just going to have a nosy about. Wallop. Round about the island.
Bolus.
Come out, pretend you're there, out you come. Part security, police. When they couldn't get him, they went and nabbed his bird.
What? I don't get it. I need to know. I need to know what's there.
I'd love to know what's there. It'd be good.
I'm going
So,
to search on TikTok tonight. That's what I'm going to do.
so obviously,
Take you into Disney.
there's some deep dart in Disney. You look
Something
at
right
Walt
there.
Disney sale, right? Everybody makes him out to be this fucking he's a wholesome filmmaker and everything. Right? He's no.
He's a Nazi.
He's no. Right? He's probably the second most famous moustached Nazi sympathiser in the world.
Aye, exactly.
He was a regular attendee at the American Nazi Party meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to hang about with fucking Nazis, man. We used to have dinners with them and all that shit.
There's
there's
hidden
regular
regular
characters in
symbols.
Disney who
Aye.
have had the Nazi uniforms and the straight arm salutes and all that shit.
Yeah. Snow White, I think, was one of the list for it.
Aye. But
I think, if I remember right.
aye, the Nazis on the Nazi Party are the only suspicious organisation that's in Disney films.
Go on.
Go on. The Illuminati's been mentioned.
The Illuminati. Illuminati.
One of the most famous ones is it Scrooge McDuck sitting in the doctor's office, and the eye exam behind him, the wall says, "Ask about the Illuminati."
I don't know that one.
You seen that?
Don't know that one.
Watch
I remember
podcast
seeing
of
one.
a picture I've got you inside. There's
I
ties into some Satanism as well. You're quite partial to a wee bit of Satanism, you know.
am, aye.
Right.
Whether or not it's correct.
Walt Disney's signature logo. Can you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's basically
The
it's
W.
apparently it is his signature. Has 666 hidden on it. Right. And
Is it?
Mickey's version
Get a
of
wee
it.
picture up.
I'll put all these up, you'll see them. Mickey's signature version of it, right? This is a cool one, and I didn't. I was ready to go and try this one myself. Mickey's signature's written the same font. See if you put a mirror below it. The Mickey reads wicked. You need to go and try this one.
I'm going to try this, aye.
Right.
I'm going to
So,
try this.
There's obviously your kind of infamous hand gesture associated with the Church of Satan, and some aging rock stars makes a regular appearance. On films like Sleeping Beauty, Alice in Wonderland. See the three lassies in the pub and Beauty and the Beast. Gaston picks them up while they're sitting on the bench. The three of them.
No, I've not seen that.
You've never seen
Aye.
Beauty and the Beast? Fuck me.
No.
Wait a minute, you've a fucking wee lassie. How you not seen Beauty and the Beast?
Aye, exactly. She's no into it, man.
Yeah, Disney
She's only
Classics
into
weekend.
Frozen, Moana and all sorts. She's not interested in Beauty and the Beast.
Aye.
Simba, don't give a fuck. You know, all that kind of stuff. She's not into it.
So Bob,
Which is fine, because
We've
then I
got-
don't have to learn all the fucking songs.
so we've got Nazis, Illuminati, Satanism. We mentioned Bohemian Grove, right? You see, we've got our own theory about Walt Disney and Bohemian Grove. He's went nuts. He
Yeah.
runs about in the woods.
All like
when he-
naked.
No,
Running about.
Steven Tyler running behind him. He's
Snot
his killer.
Charlie.
You mentioned in, was it episode 2 within Bohemian Grove, that the owl is very heavily featured
Yes.
in the Bohemian Club, right? It's part of their crest. There is owls hidden all through Disney movies. There's a lot. Right. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Right. The dwarf's house have got a lovely staircase with carvings all the way down the staircase, and it's owl, 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 owl.
Right.
By the way, Snow White,
Is this...
it doesn't matter how many times you watch Snow White, right? She knew what she was doing. 7 guys in a house, never seen a bird in years, and they owned their own fucking diamond mine. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Correct. She was just trying to, you know.
Here's some even
a
dodgier and sinister.
Fanny,
But
give me the mines.
Snow White. See, at the end of Snow White, spoilers by the way, she dies.
Oh. Does.
Prince finds her in her coffin and kisses her.
Necrophilia.
Why?
Necrophilia.
Did he speak to the wasp beforehand? I don't think he did. Does he ken that there's some kind of curse on her that only true love's kiss would wake her up? Or is he just roaming about the woods and thought, bit of that?
In a wee dead body. I'm going to have a wee shot of that.
So anyway, we're off topic there. Right. Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs I've just mentioned. Bambi, Alice in Wonderland, Sleeping Beauty, Robin Hood, Rescuers, Fox and the Hound, Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, all feature prominent owl characters.
What is that for Bohemian Grove?
A tie-in. Look at Disney films, see the older ones. No, obviously your Pixar shit and everything. The older ones, when there's owls in all of them.
Aye.
It's either just a wee background character or it's like Snow White. Well, take Snow White. She's roaming about the woods. There's a big owl sits next to her. Sleeping Beauty. I think she dances with one. The owl puts on like his fucking hood and everything. She's dancing about the woods with it.
No, is it no Snow White dances with all the animals?
Aye, she sings and
I don't know.
Fucking talks to them all. Winnie the Pooh, obviously there is owl. Is it owl?
Owl, aye. It's called Owl.
Robin Hood's got an owl
Or
character.
I don't know.
So, all these are just a tie-in.
Is that Bohemian Grove linked?
Bohemian Club.
Is it?
Is this another thing he's been hiding?
Everywhere. So, you know, I heard that, see in the park, you paint parts of the park a certain colour so that the general public don't necessarily see it.
Yep.
Like, you know how like a fire hydrant or a door or a security camera, it's a kind of weird green blue colour, is it not?
There's a certain colour that they use that blends into the background. Same,
and then they can hide all the secret doors.
The castle, the Princess's Castle, basically the main feature of Disneyland. If you go to Disneyland, you can get a 4010 in front of it. That's nowhere near as big as it looks. That's painted with a certain way to make it look massive, but it's no. Again, it's all just have a look at that. It's all lies to cover up.
Smoke and mirror.
Smoke
That's
mirror.
what it is. It's smoke mirrors and fake and falseness.
So,
but
that leads to my end line.
What is it?
As you say, is it a place of magic? Walt Disney, this fucking just magic maker, or is this just one big massive fucking cover up that Disney make money out of? They make
I'm going to go with it's a cover up.
£4.5 million a day off one park.
Aye.
And apparently nobody's ever sick. Nobody fucking gets hot.
Lies.
All lies. It's all covered up by the Disney Corporation to make it the most wonderful, happiest place on the planet.
Have a wonderful day.
And yet, we're waiting.
Is it magical?
Still want to go.
I'm not going. I can't afford it.
That's the long and short it. I can't afford it.
That's a simple answer. Can't afford it. I think there's something going on. I think it's creepy.
Disneyland. If you look at it from a Wayne's perspective, Disneyland's the greatest place ever. That's amazing. If you look at it, an adult with Wayne's, you watch your Wayne run about. Oh, it's magic. If you stand back and go, oh, I didn't mean it. This is fucking shifty as fuck, man.
Where's all my money went?
I've been here 10 minutes. Where's that £1.5 I had in my pocket went to?
Exactly. I've just handed over the deeds to my house. What the fuck?
Deeds to my house for a wristband.
Right, so I'm going to do a call to action. See all you people who watch this, all hundreds of millions of yous. Tell us if you've been to Disney.
Tell us if
And
you've got a
give us
photo
a
with a
wee-
cast member sitting down.
Aye,
And
or
if you know
of someone
you
that
can, if you
experienced
can show
something
us,
weird.
show us the picture.
Aye, if you can get us those kind of, because we're poor Scottish people and we've never been to Disney. So if you've been and you've seen it, comments and shit below. Let's see it. That's what we want to see. Pay for us to go to Disney, you know.
We've
just did
went,
that
went for
joke.
pints for cans of juice.
We've asked for cans of juice, but now we're asking to go to fucking California.
We got cans of juice. We'll just step this up.
We got cans of juice. Are we done with the Disney? Is that your?
Aye, when you go then. What was you going to say? I'll leave it at that.
Will we tell them
before
what we're going to? Will we tell them what we're going to do next week?
Oh, aye, I'll need to order more because I'm fucking,
So will I.
drank them all.
I'm fucking scrant it all.
I ordered some stuff from. Here's a plug, and then maybe I need to fucking give a shout back after that. Sugar Box, a company in Cardiff who do American and Japanese style sweeties at half the price of these American candy stores, or less than half the price of these American candy stores. And I bought some weird and fucking wonderful shit. And we're going to keep it to an episode.
Then I seen it,
unboxing.
and then I ordered some.
But I've
And then
drank
I
most
ate
of
all
my
my stuff.
drinks and ate most of my... I got my bag of crisps left. But we might order some more and we'll do... Because Gav's going to buy Carolina Reaper crisps and you're going to get to laugh at him shiting his pants live and...
I might shake my pants live on the YouTube thing. I ordered my stuff and I had it scrant within an hour. The juice was nice. I had the Bob Ross. It was quite good. But I'll not tell you anything about it. What we'll do
I'm
is
going to get Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the man.
we'll order some stuff and we'll do some reaction videos and stuff, and that'll be our next one. There's a wee kind of wee mid-season break for the conspiracies.
Aye.
And there'll be fuck about kind of thing.
We'll
If we remember
we'll fuck
to
about, we'll talk
order it.
shite about things that are no conspiracy.
Just
So-
talk the normal shit then.
I think this is about a point in our podcast here where Gav tries to sell you his new range of stuff off oldhuntsclothing.com, which is really smart, and I might
Aye.
actually get one for myself. I like the Dahmer
Go to
one.
oldhuntsclothing.com. Go and see the stuff. If you want it, you can get it. That's it. I'm not going to plug any more. I like the Dammer one as well. I actually don't have one. I made one for the missus, but I don't
Aye,
have one.
I
I was
like
thinking
that.
of putting it in a hoodie.
No, I quite like the t-shirt.
I was just shaping it up with the newest release. If you're part of the mailing list, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got mentioned in the mailing list.
You always get mentioned in the mailing list.
Aye. Right.
Right, so what's my sign off this
Oh,
week?
we'll get a wee sign off. This is where I usually talk shit, tell you something stupid, and then something funny to think about when you're away. First one, I got a joke sent to me. What does ET stand for? Because they can't get a say it.
That's pish.
That was somebody off of that.
Right.
That was somebody off a group chat. I'll let you work out what one it was. Right.
Oh fuck.
Something to think about. Have you ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Joseph Williams?
No.
Joseph Williams, do you remember the Gummy Bears? TV show? I'm not going to sing it and embarrass myself. Joseph Williams sung the Gummy Bears TV theme tune. It was a singing voice for adult Simba in The Lion King. This is me tying into Disney.
Uh huh.
He was also a singer for legendary band Toto.
Right.
And again, tying into Disney. His dad is a legend in his own right.
Who's his dad?
John Williams.
Hank Williams. John Williams.
John Williams.
Where
And
did I get
doesn't
Hank
ken-
Williams fee?
doesn't ken
Who
who
the fuck's
John
Hank
Williams
Williams?
is. He's a composer of Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, This Joseph Williams
Batman.
guy, I come up and I'm going, who the fuck are you? And see when you're sitting reading, it does lots of things that you don't actually fucking realise. Alright, is that I was one of them who sung that.
He's done quite a lot.
Gummy Bears was one of the best ones. I love the Gummy Bears theme tune. Right,
Yeah, they made the Gunny Bears theme tune.
I'm not singing it. You can Google it or YouTube it after.
I'll Google it.
Right. Have you ever wondered why crows and ravens are associated with death?
Where he sneeze.
Right. You'll either see
No.
a crow,
Yes, why?
crow or a raven, like with your Halloween stuff, or hanging about graveyards and all that. Right. Crows and ravens are really, really intelligent creatures, right? Like intelligence, yeah, fucking 4-year-old Wayne. You don't realise how fucking thing they are. The reason they're associated with death, they used to follow armies that were marching into battle, and they got to realising, this are the crows, they got to realising that large groups of men walking in one direction meant there was going to be a lot of dead bodies shortly.
Aye.
Fresh meat counter. That's why you see crows in graveyards. They're not looking for worms in the fresh dug graves. They ken there's fresh meat. So that you ever wonder if you died out in the middle of nowhere, why all the crows would be swarming around about you? A lovely deep thought there for us to fucking end on. That's why crows are associated with death, because they ken you're edible.
They're starving.
See, I was thought they just wanted my chaps. Sit in the McDonald's car park to get chips out. Anyway,
but eat your eyeball instead.
I can end at that because
very good.
I am struggling and my throat is killing me.
Perfect.
And we'll try and get back for another one on time this time.
Right.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.